From our Abuja studios in Nigeria, hello and welcome to Headlines Nigeria on Internet Television International. I'm Christine Opara. We'll be taking a quick look at major stories making headlines in our Nigerian dailies. The first paper for today is the Guardian newspaper, and it says, Golden Jubilee begins with launch of new 50 Naira notes. It's celebration time as Nigeria clocks 50 tomorrow, and it has elicited diverse comments from various quarters, some positive and others very damning. To its critics, the nation's Golden Jubilee celebration is a waste of public funds or a misplacement of priorities. The Guardian newspaper also has this to say: history as Nigerian becomes ICAO president. Nigeria in faraway Montreal, Canada, yesterday became the focus of global attention as the Director General of Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, Dr. Harold Olusegun was elected as President of the General Assembly of the International Civil Aviation Organization. And in Vanguard newspaper, Nigeria at 50, we have to change our ways, says Jonathan. Ahead of the nation's 50th independence anniversary on Friday, President Goodluck Jonathan says Nigerians have to change the way they have been doing things for the nation to progress. And in next newspaper, Abia kidnappers reduce ransom on school kids. Kidnappers of the 15 pupils of Abai International School, Aba, had reduced their ransom to 350,000 naira, an indication that they are willing to release the toddlers from a torturous ordeal which has drawn worldwide condemnation. And in Vanguard newspaper, EFCC shots fire shades houses. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, yesterday sealed off the houses of former governor of Ekiti State, Mr. Ayo Fayose, located in Ibadan, over what it described as his failure to obey court orders. Away from news, we now move over to stories in politics. And next newspaper has this to say: Atiku faults Jonathan on zoning. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar appears unrelenting in his call for the return of power to the North, as he declared yesterday that Nigerians should not support Goodluck Jonathan because of his decision to contest next year's election against the wish of some politicians from the North. And also in next newspaper, Obasanjo blames nation's woes on regional politics. As Nigeria celebrates its 50th independence anniversary tomorrow, former President Olusegun Obasanjo has blamed development on the regional politics played by such leaders of the First Republic as Obafemi Awolowo, Nnamdi Azikiwe and Ahmadu Bello. He said if they had made proper efforts at nation building, the country would not have been where it is today. Vanguard newspaper, corruption, Jega reads riot act to INEC staff. Chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Atahiru Jega, yesterday warned staff of the commission that there would be no tolerance for corruption of any kind in the forthcoming 2011 polls. And in business news, Leadership newspaper, Jonathan commends CBN for consolidating economic development. President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan yesterday commended the Central Bank of Nigeria under the leadership of Malam Sanusi Lamido for its role in consolidating the economic development of the country. And in next newspaper, stock market records marginal gains. The marginal gains in market capitalization recorded on Tuesday at the Nigerian Stock Exchange continued at the close of Wednesday's trading at 1.09% recovery was made. And in sports news, Daily Trust newspaper, Toro commends Jonathan over award on sportsmen. Former Nigerian Football Association Secretary General Alhaji Sani Ahmed Toro yesterday commended President Goodluck Jonathan for picking sportsmen and women for award in the Golden Jubilee Independence Anniversary Awards. And in Vanguard newspaper, NFF accounts remain frozen, says EFCC. Difficult times are definitely here for the unsettled Nigerian Football Federation, as its 3 accounts still under investigation by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission will remain frozen until investigations by the Anti-Graft Agency are concluded. And in Vanguard newspaper, CAF Champions League duties for Mba Basi. Despite the ouster of Nigerian champions Heartland FC of Owerri, Nigeria's flag is still flying in the ongoing CAF Orange Champions League competition, now in its semi-final stage. And in next newspaper, Semenya pulls out of Delhi Games after back injury. Caster Semenya, the women's 800 meters world champion, has withdrawn from the Commonwealth Games because of a back injury, dealing the event another blow, South Africa's Olympic body announced on Tuesday. And that's our take on Headlines Nigeria today. I am Christine Opera. Do have a swell Independence Day celebration ahead, and thanks for love.